Good day, everyone. This is Forex with me live. Today, I quickly want to share with you another exciting package, or let me say, secret of how to take trades. Now, this time around, I'm showing you how you can draw your support and resistance, even if you don't know how to draw it, even if you don't know, oh, what are those things that people look at before they draw a perfect support and resistance. And I believe a lot of people are trading using their mobile phone, and that is why I'm giving this lesson on a mobile phone. Excuse me. So, what is demand and supply, or support and resistance, or area of support and resistance? Now, some people also call this other blocks and all the rest of it. So, demand and supply is just an area where markets actually range. That's on my own definition of term. Where markets turn around, that's another term you can use. Or where you see the market's structure trying to form a new, trend. So then also we can also define it as an area where, let's say, people who entered market are taking their profit. So because it's very very apparent here, and it's very very clear here, that as people are selling around here, market came back. So that means once people start pulling out of their profit, the market went back. And as it went back, another set of people started entering the trades because it formed a kind of pullback, and that's what dragged the markets down to this side. So this is just an analogy of what a demand and supply zones are, or area of demand and supply. Now, sometimes it's very difficult to to draw some of these things, especially if you're a beginner and you're just seeing charts clustering, hovering up and down without no direction. So you will somehow get confused that, oh, where is my area of supply and demand? Where is my area of confluences? Where are the places markets are turning around? So this is a very simple clue of how you can identify it, which I have, you know, I'm I'm trying to show you guys now. So let's see how the market is. Now, I want to also indicate that you must, anytime you want to trade, draw your demand and supply zones, or area of demand and supply, at the closest points you ever see. Although even past events like this can also be retested, but most likely price try tends to respect recent price moves. So it respect recent price moves. So that is why I have to share this with you. For instance, now, this is what I drew here. I drew an area here. How was I able to get this area, and how did I note it? All right, let's quickly go. For beginners, I'm using what we call moving average 13 here. As you can see, this is moving average 13, simple moving average. You can use close, you can use I love weighted close, that's what I'm using. Or you can use open, close, and whatsoever one you feel will work best for you. So I haven't done that. That's the only indicator I'm putting on my chart. Now, this indicator will help me to see where market changes direction. The moving average will help me to see where market changes. Let's check. As the market changes around here, so as the market changes around here, it breaks the moving average and starts rolling downward. So between this point, where it closes and this break is going to be our area of supply. As you can see, it's an area of supply because that's where the market actually pull back and start moving down. And as it reverses, if I want to look for an area of demand zone now, I can also take my rectangle and put it here. So as you can see, I'm putting an area here. So as I'm putting an area here, let's see whether market respected that zone. Yes, it does. Because why? When if I'm able to buy at this zone, a market came back and retest, forming a new zone, and it breaks back. Can you see? Market breaks back, and as you can see, it ranges inside this zone. Although this was not the zone I was looking at before I took this trade, I was looking at this zone before I took this trade, but they both work together respectively, at least for us to see a new entry for trading to the downside. So what am I trying to say in essence is that as I plotted the triangle in this area, as I plotted the triangle in this area, so market came back to respect that same area. So which tells you that that area is an area of confluence or an area where price needs to react. So let's go to previous analysis now. For instance, if we look at this place as well, let me draw. So for those people who don't know how to draw, let me just quickly get you. You open your object folder and you pick your triangle tools and you draw like that. So as you can see this now, you can see that market actually, breaks back at this point. As it breaks back at this point, let's check whether market respected this place, this area. So as you can see, market came back towards this zone, although it's not that perfect, but it ranges a little bit above. Then it comes and enter. Then let's see something. Wow. So if we are to look at these zones now and check it towards the forward, we move it forward. As you can see, market came, break this zone, could not move further. It came back and rally a little bit beneath the zone before it starts selling. So that is to say, if you want to pick a sell trade using this zone now, if you want to pick a trade using this zone, you can see a breakout. Instead of it to see a retest, it couldn't retest. It came back, then it formed a rally, which is range, and came back down to form a new sell trend. So this is how you see or how you use your demand and supply. So I'm just closing that because it's not a recent zone actually. So I'm making use of recent zones here, and these are my recent zones. So how did I see these as well? I see when market ranges and pulls back down. Yeah, this form a new zone. And then market also came and pulled back here. This place also form a zone. So if I should zoom out, you see that is say from this point down to this point where the market cross is a zone, and it also pulls back and continue towards the downside. So these are the zones I'm talking about, and this is another zone here. So guys, this is very, very good. It's a very good tool you can use, or a simple way you can go about you know buying or selling in the market using your supply and demand, especially if you're on a mobile phone and you don't have access to computer. So this is another zone here. If I'm to check this zone, you can see market actually came up on this zone. So let me go to 1 hour and see this zone very well. Can you see as small as it is? So at later future, markets might come back to respect this zone, but if For instance, like I'm trading, let's go to 4 hours to see this a little bit clearly. If I'm trading this area now, like I'm trading currently, so if I want to take my profit, because market already tested this zone in the lower time frame, so I will predict that market will come to retest this zone again in the higher time frame. So that is just the simple analysis. Then any trade I'm taking from here, my anticipated place of reaction to price will definitely be around this zone, this area, this zone here. So in 4 hours, you can see it's moved all the way to this point. So if I'm using 4 hours to analyze, then I will shift my zone to this point. But I'm not actually using it. It's just to note at the back of my mind that market might actually retest this zone or test this zone again. But it is not compulsory that market test every zones. It is not compulsory because we are not the movers of the market. So market might decide not to respect any zone. But once it doesn't respect that zone, know that the zone has become invalid, or the price level has become invalid. Then you look for another zone where market tends to form. Then you draw your supply and demand z- uh, zones, or area of supply and demand another area. I hope this helps. If you have any question, please comment on my Telegram channel for more answers. So that is that about this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.